Hi there, I'm Questy, and welcome back to Let's Play Shadows Awakening. We're up here in Duratir, and basically we're at the sort of the Temple of the Sun, the Ziggurat of the Sun, which is the sort of capital or spiritual home of the furries. And I'm surprised by what I'm finding here, because I'm finding that it's actually a big active volcano, and they've got a bunch of fire tamers, which seems like a really terrible idea when everyone's covered in fur. But what are you gonna do? We do have a gate right here that was slammed shut as we kind of came up here. There is obviously battle that is going on. We've seen some fire shaman looking dudes wiping out groups of fighting soldiers, but we've also fought them ourselves. Needless to say, it looks like this is where we can go. There's not much else available. This is all blocked off to us right now, so we're gonna have to see what's in this Duratir house. So let's just press right on there and see what we can do. Now, also, we're kind of pushing ahead a little bit because in the last area, we didn't entirely explore everything because we were getting a little bit desperate about storage space. Our inventory was full, and it was pretty annoying. So I ended up pushing ahead in the hope of finding a waypoint, and instead we freed up a small amount of inventory space by just going through the Shadow Broker there. Shadow Broker, is that what he's called? I can't remember. That is the one from Mass Effect, I guess. Let's see here. Okay, we're gonna drop right in with this guy since it looks like it's a one-on-one cage match. Gladiatorial scenario. Anything? Yes. Some essences. Presumably taking vital inventory space. Okay, so this one here, it looks like when we actually come out, this is probably going to allow us to bypass that gate that's gotten locked down, I would hope. Yeah, there we go. So they got another one of those loaded. I wonder, normally traps hit you in the Shadow Realm as well. So I wonder if this is going to be one of those. Like, obviously he's going to drop that on me, right? No? Can we drop it? Maybe we can drop it to bridge this, right? Oh, I see. Alright, well, that worked. Is that it? That's it. Okay, let's do this. We are getting some weird performance issues around the lava, so I don't know what they're doing with that rendering there, but it's kind of befuddling my computer a little bit, or at least it's fucking with the process when I'm recording. Which is strange, because this is a pretty old game and normally just runs happily along at 144 frames. And should really provide no challenge of note to this computer. My system's not super up to date. I got like a 2080 Ti in there, so it's a little bit older. Yeah, like look at this. Like, this is just choppy. I don't know how much that's coming across in recording, but it's actually quite uncomfortable how choppy that is. Like it looks pretty shitty. It feels pretty shitty to play that. It's just nonsense. But it seems like, oh, there we go, leveled up again. Yeah, it's actually feeling pretty shit to play here with that weird choppiness going on. Okay, let's get a stun on this caster here. Feed him some shots. We're gonna have to, looks like we're gonna have to actually do a little bit of character switching here because we are taking a fair amount of damage. Okay, let's blow up his nonsense. Give him the spread shot for added damage and then just feed some arrows into him. We should be able to drop him. There we go. Man, is it ever choppy though, holy shit. Like this is like a slideshow. My frame rate indicator is telling me that I'm sitting around, you know, like high 40s, 50s, but it's really having a negative effect on it. It's like just flickering all over the place.
Come from the heart of the sun herself.
Thanks for the lore drop there, buddy. Okay, let's drop a tank here. I'm gonna drop the sustained damage on him and then see if I can get them both, which I can. I'm gonna have to soul stone, but it's not a big deal. We're pretty much rocking around with full soul stones all the time. And I'm hoping that I get out of this little area that seems to have some performance issues sooner rather than later, because it feels bad, man. Also, I can't pick up that silver.
Heretic! I shall handle this myself.
I want that damn silver. Yeah, he's starting to flail a little bit. We gotta upgrade our weaponry on him. We do have some higher level stuff. I think we will be taking care to do leveling here pretty soon. Is that just him? Oh no, it looks like these stairs slide out. We're gonna have to find some way to activate them. Yeah, see, it's smooth in the Shadow Realm. So it must be something to do with this. Like, that's the only thing I can see on screen that could be fucking it up, is that lava. Okay, speaking of these werewolves and their weird mechanic, it's back, baby. All right, so let's drop off a mine, hit him up. Now, will his shield activate? Will he stunned? It sure will. Oh, actually, did I get screwed there? And did he? Okay, let's give him some fire. Get him a tank to pay attention to. Will we give him more fire? Is this going to be enough to kill him before his shield comes up? It is not, which is super inconvenient. Particularly with this guy being out of mana. Alright, sit down, motherfucker. Okay, and then let's kill this guy. He was being annoying out on the side there. Okay, that soul stone is looking good though, because we actually do need a soul stone upgrade. It's feeling a little anemic these days. Oh, wow, they all survived my little two-shot combo. That's very disappointing. Tiny horrid goblin, do better, please. Okay. I like how his roll maneuver. Interesting. That's very Indiana Jones-esque. Alright, let's go down here and actually use the recharge for a change. Oh, we got a waypoint. Okay, so we're gonna be able to go and take care of some trade and some business and stuff like that, and probably level up as well. But it looks like we've got ourselves a little hub spot here now. Let's go ahead. Feed these guys some flames. Secure the area. Okay, we've got more houses to explore and whatnot. First things first, though. Let's travel. I think what I'm probably going to do is actually go... I mean, we could go to the border camp, I guess, but then we are restricted to that one character that we can activate. So let's instead go to the desert cave. And once again, because activate is switched mouse buttons... I always forget about that. Stupid.
It's dark here.
All right, here we go. We've got merchant. What we're gonna do first, though, because probably the merchant, when I'm just sitting there, I'm in an on over gear. I'm gonna do that off screen. What I want to do on screen is level up, and I probably will be. Oh, okay, we are character restricted here as well. Man, that's vaguely annoying. All right, what I want to do now is I want to check gear and start looking at upgrading some of this stuff. So he does have a lot of good attributes socketed to this Melark Warhas, Melark Nashkel, whatever it is. But we're gonna upgrade him to this level 13 one. Simply because, yeah, I guess it's an interesting way that white items are not useless because you can actually upgrade them all the way. I actually do like that about the itemization, although there's not that much incredibly interesting about it in general. But we're just going to upgrade him to this for a start, just because we're going to gain more damage, right? Like straight off the bat. So let's jump that up. And we're probably going to actually sell the old one because I don't think, well, maybe I'm actually not. Maybe I'm not. Maybe that might be a little bit too rushed. Armor, again, this one's less obviously a spot that he really needs to upgrade because level 8 is still not bad, and this has a long way to go to become useful. So we're probably not going to bother with that. Helm wise, this one's still too high level, but it's also white, which means that it's pretty shit. Let's just show usable for this to make it easy on ourselves. Yeah, that's kind of cool actually. It's cool looking. Anyway though, I've completely become sidetracked into checking into his gear when really what I meant to do was this. All right, let's just level him up. Let's give him a little more endurance. Jump up the strength, try to keep the attack power coming up. So we'll confirm that. No talents. Skills, yes, there are indeed skills. So we can now update this Shadow Blink ability or Soul Rend, one of the two. We only can pick one. Now, the Shadow Blink is pretty good and inflicts a lot of damage. I think it's going to get the point. And then probably when we next have enough skills, we'll try to get that. Soul Rend, I guess, is good, but we're not using it. So there we go. All right, so he's done. Quick level there. All right, let's take a quick look at her. So last time she spent her skill points. We're not going to have anything to do there, but we can buff her agility a little bit more. And then probably just kind of, well, you know what? She could potentially use a little more health. She's always kind of low on health. So let's just plow some points into that as well, just to kind of improve her hit point regen and stuff like that. Okay, so we'll confirm that allocation, and that's her all leveled up. Our horrible little goblin, let's throw a little bit more agility on him. Now I wonder if we damage bonus 6.8. I wonder if we're kind of underselling him a bit by not giving him more strength to gain more damage bonus, because his base attack is not particularly good. But again, his skill attacks are very good. So maybe what we'll do is we'll do this, and then next time we'll take a skill cooldown reduction over here. So let's do that, and then we'll go to his skills. Now he is going to upgrade again. What do we want to upgrade? We basically have the option. We can go for this, or we can go for multi-shot. This will give us 620 pierce damage with a 10% slay chance. This will give us 300. This will give us 570 fire damage with 20 ongoing. And the damage interval will remain the same. Okay. And presumably the continual chance is just the chance that the dot is applied, I guess. Which would increase to 60%, but that's a very low amount of additional damage. You know what? The multi-shot, that is a kill shot, right? 620 damage. It's quite a bit. I'm going to upgrade that one because we're getting a lot of good use out of it. Oh, and I wasn't even paying attention. I've got enough skill points to take that landmine up anyway. So boom, let's do it. His AoE capability is really coming along. All right, so that's him leveled. We can look at Zara as well. Now, he only has one skill point because we actually spent it last time. So unless we want to do one of these, a pack of wolves will come to Zara's aid, charging at enemies and causing them damage. Okay, so these are basically, this is like an AoE basically, that just charges through. This is the one that is potentially more interesting. I can actually call a warrior up to give me someone else. So this is very similar to the ability of my mage to summon that golem. And that's kind of what makes me wonder whether I need it. if you know what I mean. Like, I kind of can already bring a tank out with her ability. For a short period of time, Czar's base attacks will become ranged. Yeah. I don't know. This one is kind of cool. See, the only thing that we would be taking out is probably, like, this is good. That is a good ability. We would probably drop Axe Throw, which we have invested in a little bit, but we've maxed out his double slash. So we'd probably be dropping Axe Throw for something like this. It does damage every quarter second to everything adjacent. Now, what that makes me think is, duration is 2 seconds, right? So if you calculate that out, that's pretty good, basically. It's quite a bit of damage for quite a while in combat. And that makes me think that he can pop that and then just keep on hacking. That's pretty cool. I think let's spend that skill point and let's socket it up and see what happens. That could be fun. All right, and then for him, it's all pretty obvious. We just kind of keep going with the same things here. We'll keep giving him more endurance and more strength. So confirm. Okay, so there we go. Everyone's leveled up. I'm going to get in here and I'm going to talk to this merchant for a little while and kind of dig through my inventory and see what I can sell, because we do need to free up some space. I'm not going to make you guys watch that though, because it's fucking boring and I hate it too. Okay, we've gone through the inventory. We've opened up a lot of space. I was carrying around tons of shit that I don't need to carry around. I didn't really get into selling stuff that is potentially usable for characters that I haven't acquired yet or that I don't currently have out. But we have space, we can keep exploring. Now, one thing that was coming up is that our fucking soulstone is level 4. So I noticed when I was hitting it up, it wasn't really doing a ton. Like, and if you look at this, this is why, right? Like, look at those HP per charge. So we've got this soulstone of purge and this soulstone of life. The soulstone of life is obviously huge. That looks like it's just going to give us 200 hit points. Didn't quite work out that way. But whatever. Anyway, so that one's going to be good. Now, one thing that we haven't looked at is actually buffing the soulstone. So let's take a look at that right now and see what we can do for adding essence. What would this do? Let me see here. Oh, there we go. Okay. So exactly the same as it does in jewelry. That's kind of interesting. It's kind of interesting, and it's maybe a little bit less exciting than I was hoping for. But presumably, here's what I'm guessing, is that the soulstone kind of maybe affects everybody. I don't know though, because when I unequipped my last soulstone, which was this one, I did not just gain 200 hit points. I don't think, unless I'm crazy. So that doesn't seem to be the case, but we could, for example, do something like this for 800 gold. And now we've got this up and we are getting casting speed from it, I guess. And then we could do something like this. Now it's too expensive for me to fuss with, but if that does give everybody 2 mana regen, I don't know if that's how it works. I hope that's how it works. Okay, but we have done the shit. We've come over here. We have ensured that we actually are able to pick up more shit. And we kind of have a couple options here. So we can go back to the Dura tier 1, or we can head back to the border camp and hop back into the Tamurian Wild, because, as I said last time, we did actually skip a bunch of stuff there. So I think what I'm actually going to do before we try to press on to the top of this here volcano, we're going to pop back on over to the border camp, where we will have to take on furry form in order to get past the other attendees at the convention. And then we're going to roll on into the Tamurian Wilds and basically check out those moon glades that I really didn't do anything in. But of course, as usual, I'm not going to make you guys watch me run all the way back there because it's actually quite a ways to go. So I'm off. I forgot how slow this motherfucker is. Holy shit, this is going to take forever.
Death to the abomination!
You leave me little choice but to slay you.
So it turns out right outside the gate, we're going to get an opportunity to test our abilities here. Because instead of a peaceful return to the Tamurian Wilds that we had already cleared,
there will be demon hunters looking for us wherever we go now.
apparently the jig is up. The Devourer has been discovered, and we are going to be hunted. I don't know how often that's going to crop up, and I don't know whether it's going to be like that Bethesda style thing where, you know, it just can proc at various, various locations where you load into a zone. Suddenly there's some Black Talon company or something waiting to fill you full of lead. I guess we'll find that out. Anyway, the jog through the forest continues. Okay, so we're kind of on track to getting back where we need to be. We've got this Moon Wilds over here. Oh, hello. Okay, who are these assholes? Like, honestly, I'm really getting a little bit annoyed by this. Fortunately, now I have access to all my peeps, which means you guys are fucked. I have no time for your nonsense. Okay, this guy's pretty focused on me, I will say that. He's kind of showing up to do work on me. But there we go. All right. I guess it's going to be a thing. We're going to be facing these randos all the time now, which I can't say I really love because it's pretty out of the blue. But again, something for us to do, I guess. I would assume they're going to be on the other side here too. So I'm actually going to take Czar. The Law of Czar. I like it. That's bold. But because basically he can take a couple shots in the snout and like not go down right away. I would rather not load into a bad situation with Evia. Okay. But this time, no immediate demon hunters, which is nice because that would get incredibly tiresome if every zone transition just procced demon hunters. That would be annoying. All right, so let's move on. Let's switch back over to Evia because she is the most fleet of foot. Let's keep rolling here. This is a job for kegs of dynamite. Ow, poison. Kill it with fire. Kill it with darkness. Oh, look at this. There was a fucking waypoint here the whole godforsaken time. Sometimes I am remarkable in my ability to miss the obvious. I just thought this was a whole other way to go and explore, so I didn't want to do it right away. I wanted to kind of focus down on the way that I was going. Turns out, I was just being an idiot. This guy. Okay, these are like the ones that we're encountering. Baldric. Of a cunning plan, Mr. Blackadder. Oh God, what is it, Baldric? Oh, okay, here we go. It is mechanics time.
Tremble before my wrath.
Actually, I wonder if his shield will just re-proc even while I'm in the spirit realm here. Yeah, it will. Okay, there we go. I mean, I guess I saved myself the hassle of dealing with him with his shield up. All right, let's bring out a tank. Let's drop some sustained damage and then hit him with some deeps. Okay, switch over again. Work over his stupid little hound self on the other side here. Yo, fuck yeah. I think I took the right ability with that Blade Dancer. Like, that just shredded the fool. Absolutely shredded him. That was cool. Okay, back to exploring. I did see this guy trying to hide over here. Let's go fuck him up. Oh, he's low mana. Okay. We can freeze him down at least. Did I upgrade his weapon? I can't remember. Maybe check that because he's pretty shit right now. Yeah, I did. So he does have some increased base damage, which is nice. What about some of that other stuff? What is that? Baldric. It says a level 11 belt. Bit of an upgrade for her, actually. What is she wearing here? 5% move speed. I do like the move speed. I wonder if we can find some more of that. There's some HP regen right there. Plus 3 HP regen. That's not even bad. But let's see if we can find move speed. Doesn't look like it. That's too bad. Yeah, you know what? I'm just gonna stick with what I have then. Because realistically, this does drop my defense and attack, but honestly, move speed helps me not get hit, so I'll take it. Okay, here's more of these statues that I do not understand the function of. That's probably something that just because I haven't really found any direction at all, or at least I haven't noticed it, that's probably something that I'm going to have to look up at some point and just figure out what the fuck I'm supposed to be doing with those, because I know that I'm supposed to be doing something and I just have no idea what it is. All right. Lots of area here that I hadn't explored. It could well be...
Arrow of the moon. It is here. I must bring the totems to appease the spirits of the ancestral moon.
Duly noted. Okay. I still have no idea where to get those. I assume I'm just going to keep clearing and eventually they will drop or I will find them. I have found a couple locations where I couldn't actually do anything specifically at the time, but that might be sort of a temporary thing, right? Like I might be able to figure that out or just look it up and find out that way. So let's kind of keep pressing on. Okay, we got ourselves another werewolf fight here. Looks like we're going to be able to aggro a couple... come on, dude. Seriously? I was trying to aggro you there. Alright, well, whatever. A fang blade? Okay, here we go. That's what I actually... No, dude. Dude. Quit leashing there, you fucking wanker. Come up here. A couple of shots. Okay, now it's werewolf time. Okay, we're gonna try to pull one. No. Come here. Oh, because his shield's absorbing it, he doesn't give a shit. I don't want to fight two of these guys at once. That would be silly. I wonder if there's another way that I can pull them. Oh, hello. I mean, you're not... See, okay, this bridge is being actually kind of a hassle. Okay, there we go. We should have the werewolf on us now. Because now we're going to be able to... oh my god, that just took me a long time. Okay, now we can actually get some damage on him, right? Okay, his shields are back up. We're out of mana, of course, because that's how that works. Alright, and then let's do this. And just fuck him right up. Okay, that was good damage output there. It wasn't quite enough, but... My minion's off pulling the fucking thing that I didn't want to pull, so, you know, thanks, minion. So now we've got a second one on us. Alright. Come on. Oh my god, this leashing. Sometimes it's useful. Currently, it's not useful. Okay, our tank is back up though, so we should be able to put like a lot of damage on this guy real quick. Okay, not quite enough, but that was still pretty good. Alright, let's freeze him down. Take a little bit less damage overall here. There we go. Werewolf down, no problems. Okay. We're pressing on here, and there is a lot more going on in this area, but we're also coming up on the half-hour mark, so I think I'm going to go ahead and call it. I hope you had some fun, and I hope you'll join me for the next session, wherein we look for totems. See you then.